Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Los Angeles, the home of the Clippers, the Staples Center. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Looking at the last game for the New York Knicks, it was a win against the Thunder in Oklahoma City, and they put it all together in that game. It added up to a phenomenal win.
They executed on the road, stayed focused, stay consistent with who you are as a team.
Such a confidence builder to go on the road and be able to dictate the tempo, the style of play, keep your identity. They were able to do that here.
Now let's send it down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well, guys, Kristaps Porzingis has drawn comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, and it sounds like Dirk is a fan. He says of Porzingis, he's long, athletic, tough. He has touch. He can put it on the floor. He is for real. Kevin?
And Porzingis, DA, a good 3 inches taller than Dirk. He's a very unique talent for sure. Brent, a lot of experience on the floor. Talk about why it's so hard to succeed if you do not have that kind of veteran leadership.
If guys stay around this league long enough, Kevin, they've seen a little bit of everything. And when they've seen those things, the fact that they could communicate it to guys who haven't, sometimes they can keep you calm, make sure you temper your expectations, and then have you understand just how long not only the season is, how long a game is, how long a quarter is, and how long even one possession can be in order for you to be more successful and learn the lessons of this game to be better the next time.
You've had a lot of guys come across your path. Any one veteran that comes right up top of your head who really helped you along?
I'll throw way back to Chris Mullin and the time that I worked a lot with Chris in the early part of my career, just preparing to be in the NBA and talking through stories about the type of hard work, the type of consistent work, and the type of mentality you have to not only succeed individually, but certainly to have team success.
Great story. So a look at our starters for the Knicks. Brandon Ingram's out there with the captain. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And there's Porzingis. And it's Cousins in at the 5 down low. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. No good on the shot. Butler against Parker. No good there. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
Yeah, and their last time out against this club, turnovers really did them in. Just way too many mistakes.
Yeah, that had to have been #1 priority for the coaching staff coming into this one, limiting those turnovers and making sure they don't beat themselves this time.
It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And the Clippers have possession. Pocket 2. Gilgeous-Alexander can't get it to go. Kicks to Cousins. Tipped away. Robinson against Ingram. Here's Parker. Lays it up off the glass.
I like how efficient Parker is. When he gets in that area, he's just smelling points.
Here's Chapman. He had 25 points in the win against Oklahoma City.
I'm not sure in that game if it was him or Dikembe Mutombo out there, guys. I was just hoping to see one finger wave after one of those 4 blocks. No, 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 not today.
The Clippers have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Pass to Parker. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots from 12. 5 on the clock. Deep 2 from Robinson. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And the defense is just not very aggressive. Definitely fortunate that the mid-range jumper did not find the bottom of the net that time.
Ingram kicks to Cousins. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. And we talk so much about the offense. Porzingis gives you, Brent. How about the defensive side of his game?
Well, I think he's learning a little bit more about position and space. He moves his feet decently well for his size, but he's getting a better understanding of the guys in this league that he's seeing on a nightly basis. And, of course, we'll always talk about trying to gain more and more strength.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Well, the talent for Porzingis is off the charts, and the 7'3" Latvian has some incredible post moves, a lethal jumper. Just keep pushing his talent envelope. Such a big bonus to have a big guy that can step up to the free throw line and knock down shots. So many guys struggle from it.
Here's Hunter. His last outing, he had 18 points. Good ball movement here by the Clippers. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's on target from the high post. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his first basket of the night. The Knicks with the lead. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Cousins, no one around him, and he's good on the three ball.
Yeah, the number of three-point attempts for Cousins is steadily rising year to year. High usage, high productivity, and lots of numbers.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got his second bucket.
And where's the help? Obviously, a missed rotation, something they're going to want to patch up.
Well, you have to be able to trust each other on the defensive end of the floor. Otherwise, the whole thing is just going to crumble.
Here's Porzingis. Chalk up 2 there.
Yeah, Porzingis, the things we talk about is assertiveness, but that also comes with great stamina. Right now, he's determined.
Back to Robinson. Butler with the steal. The drive by Cousins. Bank shot, no good. Clippers trail by 5. Here's Hunter. It's rebounded by New York.
And usually that mid-range jumper finds the bottom of the net. Defense has to be more aggressive moving forward.
Here's Chapman. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. Shot clock at 5. Here's Porzingis. The 10-footer. Tries again. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Brute strength right there as he gets to the inside and scores.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And with a percentage of 82, he's been one of their more dependable shooters from the line.
And the Clippers making a switch here. Cauley Stein's checked in. Hey, Brent, the season winding down and teams are looking at playoff slotting. Have you ever, though, been a part of a team that suffered a late season collapse?
I don't think the teams that I was on, Kevin, and fortunate to be on, that had expectations to go deep into the playoffs or maybe eventually participate in the finals ever had that kind of breakdown. But in Seattle in 2003, a team led by Gary Payton, they only had an opportunity to get in, to sneak in maybe to the 8th slot. We struggled with inconsistency all year long. I don't know how big the meltdown was, but disappointing for that talented of a team to not have an opportunity to participate in the postseason.
I'm sure. And there's the foul. It'll go on the captain. That is his first foul of the game. And stolen by Butler.
You can stay active on defense. Good things.
Look out the road. About that finish. Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
Confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself. Now, here is Robinson. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Chicago.
I like it. Cousins making an impact on the defensive end. Nice to have a rim presence and block that shot away.
The Clippers shooting their first free throw of the night here. What's up? Here's Chapman. Feeds it to Butler. takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup.
And their offense already in a flow. Some stellar shooting to jump out to this lead.
So it's the Clippers now. They trail by 7. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
And no doubt that the fight was there, but no matter what they tried on that night, it just wasn't meant to be.
And their troubles just seemed to get compounded as they got later into that game. They did not have it that night whatsoever, and it ended up being a double-digit loss.
Let's take a moment now to check out the top scorers around the league. Well, you look at the captain, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player.
And all you have to do is point to his name at the top of that list. Does that tell the story well enough or what? What a season.
Here's Reeves.
Yeah, I'm having like a real season. I'm not having like these cheese-ass seasons these niggas be having. Averaging 50 and shit like that. This is fucking dumb.
From the corner, and the Knicks
Niggas ain't Wilt Chamberlain out here.
So it's the Clippers now. 9-point game. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Parker finds Robinson. 6 to shoot. For Porzingis. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got his first basket of the night.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Yeah, most analytics will tell you that the mid-range jumper is not an efficient shot, but you see how effective with guys like that it can be.
Buries it from 3-point range.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Here's the pass to Parker. To the inside, Reeves, and it's good in the assist by Parker. Reeves has got his third basket of the night right there.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Chapman, the pass to Butler. Here's Chapman. Back to Butler. It's tipped. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
You just had to give me a fucking turn.
Providing all the playmaking here tonight. Let's look at the breakdown between the front and back court.
You don't always have to fucking nigga over when they trying to do something.
Really set the tone here tonight with their ability to create shots. You talk about the big fellas. They love to play with guards who try to keep them involved offensively.
Here's Chapman.
It's a mismatch. Jimmy, get out the way. Jimmy, what the fuck are you doing, bro?
Clippers making a change here. Young's checked in, and then for New York, Turner's checked in for Porzingis, and Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Ingram. Here's Chapman, 4 on the clock, shoots it up. Here's Cousins, rejected by Young.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the Clippers making a change here. McCree's checked in. And then for New York, Cantor's checked in for Cousins. And it's Knox in for Jimmy Butler. And so New York calls timeout. They're first. And looking at Jabari Parker,
yeah, because this nigga ain't focused right now.
250 pounds. Blake, what's his best position?
You know, I think he has a small forward skill, but with the way the game is changing, you could see him play some power forward as well. And I think his best fit might just be at the 4 because of the mismatch he can create.
The Knicks leading by 8. Here's Chapman. Count that one. Chapman's got 6.
Defensively, they've got to pick up the intensity. Hard to win surrendering this high a field goal percentage.
Outside Robinson. And it's blocked by Chapman.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Canner. And Canner throws it down.
Starting to surge here. We're only in the first quarter.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing. The passion that they're playing with.
Yeah, call another timeout. I told you.
And the Clippers call time here. The WNBA and the top teams make the playoffs. We know that regardless of what conference. And the early results look good, Brett. Do you ever see that happening in the NBA?
I like the chatter about it. I like the consideration about it. I love the idea of the top 16 teams making the playoffs. But then I think to myself, well, if 12 of those 16 teams are in the Western Conference, then a lot of people are going to be watching something else come playoff time. So
travel just makes it prohibitive.
Not just the travel, Kevin, but the idea that you have these shifts. As we know, the Western Conference has dominated the NBA for at least the last decade, that there just wouldn't be much attention for the playoffs, at least throughout the country, if you did it that way.
And here are the Clippers now, following the score by New York.
And a tough game for the guys around him, mainly because his shot's been hit and miss.
Hardaway, no good. Clippers trail by 12. Robinson down low. Guarded by Hardaway. To the inside. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Chapman with the rebound.
And getting a hand in the shooter's face, locking down that in-between.
Just taking on the challenge on every possession. I love defenders.
I'm here now, baby. See, once you get me started,
guys, he simply
can't stop me,
nigga. Into games at times and exert his presence.
Now, here is Robinson. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's guarded by Chapman.
And right now, I think just his demeanor is hurting the team. His shooting's been off, and he knows it.
1:30 left in the first. Cranes the three-pointer. Chapman's got 11 points.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
It's a starter, can't stop.
Passes to Robinson. And right away, they answer with a three-pointer of their own.
Oh, a little punch, counter-punch action. Neither side clinching here.
Yeah, both sides trying to keep up with one another, but doing it from distance.
Now here is Hardaway. 32 points for him last game against Oklahoma City. Here's Chapman. Pass to Knox. And a great job by the D, contesting that shot and forcing the miss. Robinson against Hardaway. Fires from 14. Good on the shot. 7 points in the game.
Obviously, a mix-up defensively on that possession.
The Knicks leading by 12. Here's Chapman. He's got 11. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
Oh, 6 of 8 from the field, 75%. Just scoring the ball at will.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He kicks it to Cauley-Stein. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. With 1 on the clock, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's New York with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And don't go away. We'll be right back.
They bullshit out of here. My fear is that I'm going to lose to the Lakers the next game.
The trade deadline is approaching, and Jimmy Butler talked about how it feels hearing your name in trade rumors.
Everybody, to tell you the truth. For me, I don't think about it because whatever's going to happen is going to happen. You go out there.
You my Pippin. You ain't getting traded. Fuck out of that bullshit.
They can't afford to be that careless. They need him out there on the floor, so he has to avoid fouling again in this period.
Here's Chapman. He's got 13.
Run the play.
Kicks it to Butler.
Good, Jimmy.
Softly drops in the floater.
See what I'm saying?
Butler's got 8 points.
Hell no, you
Butler's
ain't
just so
traded,
skilled at finding ways to score inside. Utilizes his height and strength well and varies that release point.
And New York, looking at who they've got. They've got Porzingis. Brandon Ingram's out there with the captain. Then there's DeMarcus Cousins. And it's Butler at the small forward position.
You can't be frustrated at him tonight.
Ooh, are we supposed to rotate to the big man?
See his guys step up a little
I guess
more.
So.
Here's Chapman.
Run it again, Jimmy.
Unloads from 13. And Parker with the block.
How about the reach from Parker? Extends his arms way up that time to get the block.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, guys, the captain in the last game against the Thunder was outstanding. He ended up with 25 points and seemed to be playing in slow motion with a huge number of assists. It's rare to see any player put up numbers like that. It's likely a game he'll always remember. Kevin?
Great, David. Appreciate it. Well, he set the bar pretty high for himself with that performance.
He did. I mean, but we know he's going to try to raise that bar again tonight. No matter
Some
how
good bullshit where they trying to give him momentum, but it's not going to work. And now I'm going to take the momentum away without even calling timeout.
We'll see what he does in the next one.
He feeds it to Ingram. So many
without even calling timeout, I'm going to take the momentum.
Point guard to initiate the play.
What are you talking about?
Tell us a little bit more. Walk us through that process.
I think a lot of teams, Kevin, are getting more towards motion offenses, almost playing a secondary break where you either coming off a score, you're coming down the floor, the point guard gets off the ball, and with all the players moving around and with the multifaceted skill set of your small forward and your power forward who's now playing at the point, distributing the ball, setting screens, DHO. Because of that skill set, you don't really have the heavy reliance on point guard domination with the basketball, setting up every play, and being the only playmaker
all the way through, Porzingis. What the fuck are you doing, man?
And sometimes 4 getting that job done.
Knocked loose.
Dude, you give me that shit.
And pushing it up. Here's New York.
Back.
For the finish.
Fuck out of here, bro. Like I said, without calling a fucking timeout.
Now you can see the defense is so shifted over to where Kristaps Porzingis is that they lose track of the situation, and he brings him with the pass.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 7 points in the game. Down low.
See, look, my man still in the corner. Pussy, you don't even want that shit.
Cousins with the ball.
Come on. Let's get us a good play going on here.
Here's Chapman. Inside, here's Butler. Excellent D there from Parker. Clippers trail by 11. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Fires from the wing. And it's good on the assist by Parker. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 9 points. Here's Chapman. 15 points in the game. Here's Butler, and a lot of contact on that one. So
we'll take that too, but you should have
it's going to go on Willie Cauley's style.
And Jimmy Butler, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
And Butler never afraid to be a little bit different, listening to country music in the locker room, much to his teammates' chagrin.
And in the offseason, riding around in a van with a baby on board sticker, even though he's single with no kids. Remove the rearview mirror as a symbolic reminder to never look back. This guy's special.
I don't know what the fuck Ingrid was doing. He should have kept going down the wing.
Pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
Now here's Parker.
This should be,
last night we saw him pour in 22.
This should be,
that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
1:14 left to play here in the second quarter. Out to Porzingis. And it's off from three-point range. Clippers trail by 13. To the middle. Here's Cauley Stein. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Cauley Stein's got 4 points in the quarter.
Taking contact on the way up. Cauley Stein going through it that time.
52 seconds left to play here in the half. Chapman the pass to Cousins. And then Cousins with the dunk.
That's how you set up your teammates. Done with a little bit of flair.
There's 47 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Ingram. Ingram with the steal. Here's Chapman. Trips down the breakaway slam.
And how about the huge wingspan of Ingram, really causing the opposition a number of problems.
There's the pass to Cauley Stein. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Chapman. Ingram with the steal. Pulls up on the wing, and there's another one for the Knicks.
And you got to like what they're doing offensively. They're executing at a high rate and starting to pile it on.
Yeah, we're sitting here midway through the game now, and we're starting to see them take more and more control. They look very confident in what they're doing.
Jacks up a three. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. New York ahead. They finish off the second quarter with a 13-4 run. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same.
Show a lot of love to Jimmy like he the star or something.
Well, it is a unique style. Jimmy, thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, David. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break.
Excuse myself.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good.
13. Yeah. Are we all right?
Big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, the captain has been exceptional here, guys.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could, and boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Well, it's one thing to drive, but it's another thing to drive and dunk. So let's see if he can keep that going here in the third.
Hunter is out there with Parker. Then it's Robinson, and it's Gilgeous-Alexander in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Doc Rivers. Here's Chapman.
And he took the double off him.
Takes a three. And there's DeMarcus Cousins on the assist by Butler. And that's now 17 points for DeMarcus Cousins. Clippers trail by 17. Passes it to Hunter. The dish now to Parker. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 on the shot clock. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on DeMarcus Cousins. Los Angeles shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
And looking at the numbers this season, they're shooting a robust 82% from the line. That's about as good as it gets.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Here's Chapman. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball.
You're not going to have to wait past it, DeMarcus. You can't see the pass to Ingram.
And here is Los Angeles now. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. Here's Reeves, defended by Chapman, to the paint. Robinson, that's good. Robinson's got 5 points in the quarter.
Yeah, one of the few bright spots for his team. I mean, he's had a very efficient offensive performance.
No doubt without these contributions, they'd be in a much deeper hole in this one, no question.
And the Knicks hit again from deep.
He's a heady player. He knows how to get himself going and giving his team a real advantage right now on the offensive end.
Pass to Reeves. Dishes it to Parker. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's covered by Ingram. 5 on the clock. Parker with a clean look. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. The Knicks leading by 16. Here's Chapman. 17 points in the game. The pass to Porzingis. It's Ingram on the wing. Covered by Parker. Here's Butler. Hunter grabs the miss. Hunter's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. It's Parker outside. Connects from 3-point range. Parker's got 5 now.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Outside Butler. Here's Chapman. And Parker with the block. They recover. And it's Ingram missing. Clippers trail by 13. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 11. Outside Butler. And yep, finally drops after rolling around the rim. He's got 12.
And you gotta love seeing Butler pull up from here. His jumper is a big part of his offensive game.
And the Clippers call time here. One of the stories here, Cousins getting it done.
He's on fire from beyond the arc there. It's time to start shaping their game plan around stopping this long-range assault.
So New York going with almost an entire new group. Turner's checked in for Cousins. Cantor comes in for Porzingis. Knox, he's checked in for Butler. Hardaway is subbed in for Ingram. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And Young kicks to Robinson. Rejected by Chapman. Third quarter of basketball here. Just a little under 3.5 minutes going by.
Like, how do you break somebody's ankles and then they're always in your way? I don't get that, 2K. Like, you're going to fix that. Make a nigga fall or something.
Takes the 13-footer, and he nails the jumper.
I get a turn off and make a hit fall.
Alexander's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I mean,
New York leading by 13.
Makes no sense.
Here's Chapman. 17 points in the game. To the middle. Here's Cantor. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
I got more turnovers
than There's a poison apple scenario there. Cantor with the polished up fake. If you bite, you lose.
The first free throw is good. And Cantor drops them both.
Such a big guy, Cantor, but also incredibly lean. At the NBA Combine, for instance, he tested out at 6% body fat, an extraordinarily low number for a man of his size.
Here's Hunter. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's the floater, and the layup is good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
New York leading by 13. Here's Chapman. He kicks to Turner. Some nice passing by New York here. Young against Hardaway. Stolen by Robinson.
Knocked
away. And it goes out of bounds. That one on Turner. We got a break in the action, so let's take a look at the West and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at Los Angeles. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference, and right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, the Clippers, and they're down 4 spots from them.
And when you look at the Clippers, they moved toward the postseason with one of the best records in the league. Safe to say, this is not where most people thought they'd be at this stage of the year.
Well, if they're a stock, I'm buying. They faced down every challenge in front of them this season and have turned into a team that has to be considered a major playoff threat.
And it's the Knicks with the ball.
Like the other way.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah.
The Knicks have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9. 2 shots. It's good from Chapman. We love the sneakers these players wear. Now so many different styles. A lot of different signature shoes out there.
I'm not really a sneakerhead myself, Kevin. I didn't really fall down that rabbit hole, but I know some guys in the league, and we've seen photos of their closets at home filled with
hundreds.
Not hundreds. I've seen guys pushing thousands of pairs of shoes. Now that is dedication.
Worth a lot of money.
No doubt about it. And some of the guys, Kevin, don those specialty sneakers in big-time games. And the one guy that comes to mind for me is P.J. Tucker. Lots of play from P.J. Tucker.
Man, got a bunch of business, my nigga. I got this down there. You dig what I'm saying?
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
The Clippers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line of the game. And the first one at the line is good.
You'd had the rebound. Probably would have been scoring.
That's also good. So he hits both free throws. The Knicks leading by 10. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Oh, God, we had to take flight to get to this game tonight, but here's a guy who simply takes flight and flies at will on the basketball court. I mean, it's pretty surreal to watch a guy who can elevate to that level.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. The Knicks making the shot. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Tim Hardaway picks one up. Los Angeles shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game.
Come on, ref. Draw it, man.
And he makes the first. Robinson hits them both.
Kevin, these are easy points. Remember, free throws.
Here's Chapman. 21 points in the game. Outside Turner. Lets the 3 fly. Sinks the triple. Turner's got 7 points.
Well, in this day and age, big men shoot more and more 3-pointers, and he's fully capable of a triple.
Robinson kicks to Young. Back to Robinson. Shot clock at 6. To the paint. A 3 shot is good.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Chapman. Outside Hardaway. Here's Knox. Here's Chapman. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points of the line.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And this is his 2nd trip to the line tonight.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
That's good from Chapman. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Los Angeles. No good on the 2nd free throw. And here's Young. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. Down by 12. Next up will be a home game matched up against the Pacers. That is his first foul of the game. Frank Ntilikina is checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr.
These motherfuckers as a playoff team, they definitely are making a run.
outside Robinson.
Making a run. We got a whole nother quarter left. Let's go. I gotta put this cigarette out.
6 to shoot.
In terms of speaking.
Passes it to McCree. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. New York leading by 12. Here's Chapman. He's got 22. Out to Turner from past the arc. Nailed from three-point land. Turner's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Knicks. Now here is Robinson. He's tightly guarded. Steps back and fires. That one a little long.
That was some very intimidating, aggressive defense that really helped alter that shot.
And Cantor throws it down.
Well, the size, length, and power of Cantor on full display that time.
Clippers trail by 17. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. He's got 15. Pass to McCree. Inside. Rejected by Chapman.
Magic business, you know what I mean? I got my thing going on over there, dude.
Kicks it to Cantor. New York moving it around. Here's Chapman. Pass to Knox. Lets it go with a three. McCree with the rebound.
Man, that's a clean shot, too. You got to sink those. He must be disappointed that he blew that chance.
On the money from 12 feet away. McCree's got 4 points in the quarter. New York leading by 15. Now the pass to Ntilikina. To the inside. Chapman. A great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and nasty jam.
Can't leave anyone uncovered around Ntilikina. He is so adept at exploiting situations like that.
Young outside. Robinson left side. And it's Young. That time on the assist by Robinson.
And you're going to take as many of those high percentage shots as you can get.
New York's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Here's Ntilikina, guarded by Robinson. Here's Knox. Battles through traffic and lays it in. Knox has got his first bucket of the night.
Well, you got to like his choice right there to go hard to the rack. Took it right at the teeth of the defense.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And all the turnovers, guys, are hurting his team. I mean, he's continuing to just give the ball away.
Peters checks in for the Clippers. Parker comes in for Robinson. And a switcher also for New York. Cousins is checked in. Now here's Turner. 17-point lead, their biggest. They get it back. Pass to Ntilikina. Back to Cousins. It's good from long range. Cousins has got 23 points.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, defended by Chapman. Parker with 5 points in the game. He can't hit that time.
And you got to give him credit there. Great effort to contest that shot.
Well, I love the fact that they put the security system on their house, protecting the paint there.
Chapman the pass to Cousins. Buries the jump shot. Cousins has got 11 in the second half.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
44 seconds left in the third.
Crazy, don't leave him open.
For three. And again, New York with the triple.
How many times have we seen the possession take that from them today? Ending with the basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Ollie Stein at the elbow. He kicks it to Parker. Ball's knocked loose. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. And Los Angeles with some changes. Williams comes in for Young, and it's Collison in for Gilgeous-Alexander. 24 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Los Angeles with another miss.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
And there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his first foul. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Chapman. He's covered by Collison. With 4 seconds on the clock. That free throw good from Cousins.
Cousins becoming more focused at being a better passer and a more efficient shooter, improving some of the aspects of his game that have made him an all-star in the NBA.
And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. New York ahead, running away with it. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. A moment now to reset the lineups. Back to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Setting the floor for the Knicks. They've got Jimmy Butler. Robinson is out there with Beasley. Then there's the captain. And it's Dotson in at the 2. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chapman. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down. Chapman's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for New York. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Around the world, Brent, we've seen the NBA take a role in helping youngsters learn to play the game of basketball the right way.
So incredible what Basketball Without Borders has done with the NBA junior program expanding itself. Last year in Treviso, for the first time, the NBA doing a combine for EuroLeague players so they can start a database of the older younger professional players playing overseas. It's a global game. Adam Silver is doing a remarkable job of promoting the game, and we're in a great place, Kevin.
That free throw good from Chapman.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
All free throws good from Chapman. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Collison kicks to Williams. Gibson up top. Pass to Collison. Good work there as it goes.
How good is that? I mean, he can make a defender look foolish at times.
Here's Chapman. He's covered by Collison. Outside Butler. Shoots the 3. Rebound by Williams. Los Angeles has gotten the three-point bug tonight. They've taken 15 shots outside the arc. 6 of 15. One team owner proposed that we should abolish the draft and have free agency for rookies, maybe giving lesser teams a bigger pool of money to spend. Just some of the ideas these teams the league is throwing out there.
Well, that's an interesting idea. The one that I heard about last summer was in Houston, trying to flip-flop free agency and the draft so that all of a sudden what you can do is draft players after it is that you've made all your free agent acquisitions, so you could draft positionally, you know you're set up for your team next year. And the more I've thought about that, Kevin, coming into the season, the more I like it. So we'll see what kind of traction that gets.
Tim Hardaway Jr.'s checked in for the Knicks, and so he makes both from the line. Now here's Williams. Second minute off the clock now in the fourth. Kicks it to Collison. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by New York.
And he completely threw the timing off on that jumper. That is how you D up.
Playing with tremendous aggressiveness without fouling. That's an excellent job.
Here's Chapman. And Beasley now atop the key. Robinson passes to Chapman, and there's the foul, and Darren Collison picks it up. That's his third foul of the game.
Damn.
20 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Chapman, guarded by Robinson. That shot misses. Good defensive work there by Young. Outside Robinson. So no problem for New York as they get the win. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.
Hey, AI.
What's up, Charlie?
They want to talk to you in the studio. You have a second?
Oh, yeah.
Great.
Let's do it.
Right this way.
All right. Thank you.
This is Shaq. Another double-double for you tonight. Made it look easy, buddy. How are you able to control things on the offensive end with this level of consistency?
Well, a lot of what makes me look good is the system that we play in. You know, I don't really have to overthink possessions. I know my guys are going to be screening and cutting. And as long as we make the same reads, all I got to do is deliver the pass on time, and they take care of the rest. It's a really easy team to play on.
You keep playing like that, buddy, you're going to win many championships. Good luck to you, son.
That's the plan. There you go.
Right back in here tomorrow, motherfuckers.